Not the odds, no, no, no. My name is, no, my sign is, no, my number is, no. Need to let it
To
go,
another
need to let it go, need to let it
rockumentary
go.
with the stars. I am Mr. Chad, and joining me today, I have Miss Hannah Patton. How are you, Hannah?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm actually having a good day. So, Hannah, you participated in this program, and you chose a song called "No."
Yeah, I did.
And the song is performed by Megan Trainor, who also wrote the song. And you had a lot of fun with it, I know, because it's a very fun song. So we're going to talk a bit about your recording experience, but we also want to learn more about you. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, I have a mom, I have a dad, and I have a brother. And um, sometimes me and my brother have a rocky relationship, so we're like up and down. Me and my mom have a good relationship, and me and my dad's really good at math, so we're always ask him to help with me with my math. But yeah, I have a good family. I love my family so much.
Good. And you live in London, is that right?
East Bernstadt.
East Bernstead. Okay, it's a little north of London.
Hmm.
I rented a U-Haul truck there when I moved last year. I had to drive all the way down there to get a U-Haul truck. Uh, that's real pretty country down through there. There's a
Yes,
lot. There's actually a lot to do down there. There's that four-wheeling park, whatever, Wildcat. That's not
yes,
too
I'm
far.
down at towards Mountain Vernon. Yes.
Yeah, and then you're not very far from that Levi Jackson State Park.
Uh, no, we're not actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
so that's a lot of nice outdoorsy things to do in that area. So very pretty. And which school do you go to?
North Laurel Middles.
North Laurel. Okay. That's a very pretty. It's kind of a new school, right? I mean, it's not that old. The building itself,
90s, maybe 80s. I don't know.
'90s or
My
'80s.
dad graduated from Laurel High School, but like once he graduated, they started building North Laurel.
All right, so maybe new to me, but not to you. You weren't even born when it was built. All right, moving on. That's
Yeah.
telling my age. What brought you into Spotlight Acting School? What was your first experience with Spotlight?
Well, my mom, she knew my favorite. I loved acting, and I've always wanted to be an actress. And she was looking at her iPad, and she saw Cinderella, and she said, "Hey, Hannah, do you want to do this?" I was like, "Yes, I would love to." And that's how I really started Spotlight.
Good, good. And I remember you in that. And you had you were one of the royal. I can't remember what the title was called.
The Herald.
The Herald. Yes, you were the Herald because you had the wig on with the white curls and all that. I remember
I remember staining the wig with my blush.
that. That's all right. Those are good memories, though. So that got you into Spotlight Acting School. Then what made you decide to join into the Stars program?
Uh, I heard that like a lot of my friends were doing it and they said it was great. And I know like it's meant for people like kids that actually want to become actors and actresses. And I was like, well, I want to become one and I'd love to do that. And so I joined.
Well, we do have a few that want to go on to make it their career, and that's true. But now this is for people that want a lifelong love of it too. They may not ever do it as a job, but it's something they always want to continue to do and get better and better at. And I think that's very exciting. Next, we have your recording experience. I want you to share a little bit about that and what it was like, and what challenges you had with it, if any, and then what successes you had, and then I want you to tell us what you used to record it. Okay.
Okay, it was a fun experience. I was very nervous because even though you're behind the camera and there's no one a lot around you, it's still nerve-wracking. And my mom helped me. She videoed it for me, with her phone, and it was pretty good. I think I did pretty good. Okay.
All right, what kind of phone did you use? What is it? Is it an iPhone or a
uh, iPhone.
iPhone? Yeah. So we've been trying different kinds of phones and things to see what works. I'm always curious to know what people used before they sent the file. Uh, well, you
Mhm.
definitely, like I said before, picked a fun song, and I know the audience is going to love hearing it here in just a little bit when we play it after the interview. What have you been doing during the quarantine while you're stuck at home?
Mostly homework. Watching TV, playing games, hang out with my family, and yeah, reading. I've been reading a lot more.
Yeah,
So,
what are you reading?
I like reading romance. That's what draws me into books. And um, I just right now I'm still reading 5 Feet Apart. I stopped it for like a few weeks, and I'm going back to it.
So the quarantine version's coming out. It's called 6 Feet Apart. Do you like historic romances or do you like modern settings for your romances?
Modern.
Modern,
I like romance.
yeah. Uh, we have a really good author here in Berea that writes historic romance, and she's been in some of our plays. I don't know if I've ever introduced you all or not, but I need to do that. Her name is Chastity Van Winkle. So I think that's something you would enjoy
I feel
talking
like
to
I've
her
heard
about.
that, but
Yeah, she's very good writer. She was in Dracula and she played the demon Jezebeth. So anyway, we won't be doing Dracula this year.
I've heard
So what are you most excited about to do after quarantine is over? What are you most looking forward to?
honestly going back to school and seeing all my friends and going back to Spotlight and seeing all my friends.
Yeah, missing your friends the most. I can see that. That's a good thing to miss. I'm a big time extrovert myself, and I've told some of the others in the interviews I'm having a tough time with it. These kinds of things are fun that we're doing, and getting to do this digital communication is a blessing because it could be worse. We could not have it. But I miss the interaction with just people day to day. So I guess that will be the end
Yeah.
of the questions I have for you. And the best thing we have coming up now is to hear your music. So, everyone, please enjoy Hannah Patton as she performs No by Megan Trainor.
No, no, no. My name is no. My sign is no. My number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Nah, to the odds. No, no, no. My name is no. My sign is no. My number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Nah, to the odds. No, no, no. First you're gonna say you ain't running game, thinking I'm believing every word. Call me beautiful, so original. Tell me I'm not like other girls. I was in my zone before I came along. Now I'm thinking maybe you should go. Blah blah blah. I be like nah, no no no. All my ladies listen up. If that boy ain't giving up, lick your lips and swing your hips, girl. All you gotta say is my name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Nah, to the odds, no, no, no. My name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Nah, to the odds, no, no, no. Thank you in advance. I don't wanna dance. I don't need your hands all over me. If I want a man, then I'ma get a man. But it isn't my priority. I was in my zone before I came along. Don't want you to take this personal. Blah blah blah. I be like nah to the odds, so no no no. All my ladies listen up. If that boy ain't giving up, lick your lips and swing your hips. Girl, all you gotta say is name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to